Well, I made it to Gillis today. I was feeling really queasy this morning, but I'm feeling better now, not as queasy. I actually thought I was gonna hurl a couple times. So I did have a little bit of sun today. You can see that it's pretty overcast now. I've got a really solid east wind right now that's probably chugging at about 10 to 15 miles an hour. It's starting to lie a little bit now. Let's see, how warm is it? Go to the viewfinder here for a second. That's somewhere between 38 and 40 degrees right now. It was pretty warm this morning. So, the day before that was, wow, talk about beautiful. There was actually still a pair of loons on Little Sag, which really surprised me. And they were singing last night. It sounded like a juvenile bird, so went through some heavy duty burn. There were some spots that I went through today that there was actually no soil left at all. It was burnt right down to bare rock. So I'd have to get out the map here. And that was in the Virgin, West Fern, Powell, and probably West Fern and Powell were the worst. Fire was really hot there. There was hardly anything left standing, so I thought I'd have a little bit of fun right now and show you a toy that I got earlier this year that I was kind of stoked about because I really like the MSR Dragonfly, but as the ones that use it know, it's really loud. So one of the things that I've learned over the few years that I've been doing this is that the more quiet you are, the more critters you see. So I like being quiet because I like seeing stuff. So when I found out that Snowpeak made a stove that had a similar generator to a Whisperlight, but had what appeared to be the same control as the Dragonfly and like the old Sveas, but without that really super large generator that the Sveas or the Optimus and the Firefly have, and even going all the way back to the Dragonfly. Don't get me wrong, they're really great stoves, but the reason I did this is to get away from the noise. So if you look close, you can see that it has a cone like an MSR Whisperlight and a generator. You can see it here. And I've used it now. This is the second trip I've used it on. The coldest temperature that it's seen is about 28 degrees with unfiltered white gas, and I haven't had any problems at all with it. So I'm going to show you, if I can find my Zippo here, how quiet it is. And there's two gripes I have. It's a little bit more complicated than the Dragonfly or the Sveas. It's got main fuel on off right here, and then the burner control is here. Very similar to MSR Dragonfly and Fireflies. But the other thing it has is the third valve, which is, I don't know, being the older dog that I am, I'm having kind of a hard time remembering what I have to do here. So I still am teaching myself about this stove. And so this is a start valve, and I'm not sure what it's all about. My notion is that it controls a certain amount of fuel. It only allows a certain amount of fuel to get to the stove. Otherwise, the bottom of the burner fills up and then you have a ground fire, which I've done before a couple times. So I'm learning. So, let's see, my valve's open. That's good. bottle of fuel. I just filled it up this morning. So I've been out since, let's see here, Thursday, Friday. Today is Saturday night, so I had Thursday night dinner, all day Thursday, which is basically 2 cooked meals, breakfast and dinner. Breakfast this morning, and now dinner. And I was just a squelch over a bottle that was full, brim full. I always fill mine up. I go over the amount, and then I just have to struggle with pumping a little bit more. I feel okay about my temperatures. I've never had a fuel bottle leak because I keep my O-rings in good shape. So you can hear how loud it is. This is wide open, about like a whisper light. And amazing simmer control. Jeez, I thought I put it out, but I didn't. Amazing simmer control. So, it wasn't a cheap stove. Wasn't the most expensive I've ever done. So there's a simmer. Here's it's wide open. Kind of cool. And the 4 legs, you push them down and they fold all the way open. So it pretty much gets down to just a little bit bigger than a baseball. And then you have to disassemble this hose connection here and this one. And that's the other thing I don't like about it is you got to take this apart every time. It's not just a fit together like the Dragonfly, which is kind of nice. So that's kind of my cheesy review. And like I said, it's unfiltered white gas. Basically just store-bought, fill up the bottles, not worried about it. And I should be able to give it a try, you know, sub-zero this winter when I get up here again. All right? But here's Gillis. You can see the rollers I got. Not that big of a deal. I was paddling it today. Got a little bit of foam. Got the old foam effect. So, east wind, but no rain yet. I actually had this kind of wind early this morning. It lied, the sun came out, and now she's back again and all cloudy, just like it was early this morning. So, you kind of see the fire over here, and then there's a site